What's up, everybody? Wealthy Rising. I made it. And I'm so excited that you guys are here with me. I'm going to go ahead and share this live into our university group so we can get going with our training. If you have any questions, I am going to leave room at the end of this training for all of your questions as well. This is a training slash coaching session. I mean, that's really what it is. This is an introductory to really getting back into the groove of things. I just came back from a mini vacation with the kids, and I'm just so excited to be tapping in back with you guys. Like, I feel refreshed, I feel renewed, and sometimes we do need that time to just reflect, reset, reload, clear our minds, go to nature. Like, listen, I saw a quote that said, a 10-minute walk will change your life. And when I tell you, me and my girlfriend, listen, we love our nature walks, just getting that fresh air. It will shift everything for you. Trust me, it will shift your entire mindset. Let me also make sure I add people. Y'all, I will have a moderator soon. But let me make sure I add everybody that's on here so we can go along share together. This live and moderator soon. Okay, hold on. Let me add everybody. And if you're watching from YouTube, hello, YouTube. Make sure you guys go over to the Ultimate CEO University YouTube page and subscribe, because we definitely want to make sure that we're staying in touch over there as well. Okay. Alrighty, guys. And then let me go into the group to make sure I add everybody while we're live. Because if you're watching this after, you just comment hashtag replay. But while we're live, I want to make sure that we're all on the same accord. How is everybody feeling? Comment in the chat box. How are you feeling? What's going on with you? How's your day going? I got me some not coffee today. I actually have me some electrolytes because I'm like, it's time to be energized, which coffee is cool. But one thing that I do love is my electrolytes, especially going to work out. We have to make sure that we replenish ourselves. It's so easy to like get dehydrated and start feeling drained. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Let me do this last page to make sure we're good to go. And then we are going to be rolling. We're going to start off with main character energy. Okay. This is the year 2025, y'all. If y'all add those numbers together, I don't want to go into the nitty gritty of like sacred coding and geometry with God and all that. But I will tell you this: if you add up those numbers, 2 + 2 + 5, this is the year of 9. 9 is the number of completion. Okay. This is the year of completion. Whatever you have going on right now that you have not completed, when I tell you this is the year to get it going, to complete everything, to not leave any stone unturned. Make sure that you dive in and you focus on completing the task that you have set out to complete in 2025. If you know me in my personal life, then you know Deja is on a mission. Okay. I was talking to my business partner the other day and I said, listen, this has literally been this has been so long. Like, it's a long time coming for me. You guys will not imagine 2020. I had the idea to create some type of university, right? I didn't know that the university and the digital stuff would be as crazy as it would, but I just had this gut intuition, right? This feeling internally that I knew that it was time to do something to serve my community even more. At that time, or around that time, I was doing brand coaching. And then I also too was doing spiritual, like intuitive, life coaching. And I'm like, how can I create something? But God said it was way bigger than me, even to begin with. Right. So now we're here. Now we have, expanded and we're scaling up. And guys, it's just amazing. I'm so thankful. And I'm so grateful to be able to be in this position. But I know that the biggest, I would say, piece of the puzzle is endurance, not allowing ourselves to let up, then give up. Okay. So let's dive into it. Main character energy. We're going to talk about, just going into the year, having that mindset, right? I got my notes here. So let's get right into it. Okay, this is your main character season, not in theory, but in action. We're taking aligned action. And let me tell you, if you're constantly seeing all of these weird synchronicities, you are maybe somebody is asking you in your DMs, what type of services that you offer, you maybe having that feeling to go back and launch your digital product. Maybe you have that feeling of, man, I need to go back and serve my community even more. Or maybe you're an industry leader, right? Maybe you are in a career field. Let's say you're in the mortgage industry, or let's say you are in the beauty industry, and you're like, I know it's other ways outside of just the service that I'm providing, that I can service my people, that I can service my community. I know there's more than just one way to give back and to, lead from the front. And it is. And it's about monetizing who you are, because a lot of times we don't realize how powerful our brands already are. I didn't realize it. I didn't realize it, right? Until somebody inboxed me and she was like, as a mom, I don't know how you do it. As a mom, I have 3 kids, and you just don't know how much you inspire me. I set out and really launched my business, and I took it serious because I saw you showing up consistently. And at this time, I was selling clothes out of a storage unit when I had my boutique. Okay, listen, it's possible. It's possible, but you have to tap back into why you started. And that endurance is everything. You've been sitting on a gold mine and you don't even realize it. I need you to catch this, okay? Somebody needs what you already know. Just imagine how many people are out there in the world. How many people are on social media? There's billions of people on social media. At least, if say 500 of them, right, are on your social media page right now. If you had some type of product, a digital course, an ebook that you could literally present to them in their face, 9 times out of 10, if they need it, they'll get it from you. It's not always about selling people, right? It's about supply and demand. And when you show up and you're taking aligned action, those people, they find you. They find you. So, like, I'm gonna give you an example. You're in the beauty industry. People come to you for microblading, and I'm going to use that because I got the powder ombre bra. Thank you, God. Shout out to my girl who did my eyebrows. She is amazing. But let's say you offer that service. What's next? Do you offer some type of like aftercare ebook? Do you offer a training program, a course to help other aspiring beauticians or estheticians that are coming up after you? Like, we're not really, sometimes I feel like we overthink this. It's just a no brainer when you're connected with products and offers and services, right? That you're already providing. And that's what I preach, and that's what I go by. Some people, they've made a ton of sales, ton of money, just offering different products, reselling them, and that's cool. But I do recommend that you find things that are in alignment with your message. You're walking around, you're literally a walking, talking billboard and don't even know it. Most people say, I don't need a brand, or I don't have to worry about my brand, but they don't realize they already have a brand. I had a consultation with a lady a couple weeks ago, and she she was like, I'm not really too matter of fact, she was in the credit industry. She's like, I'm not really too focused about my brand. I just want to automate my business. You guys know we have an agency and automation agency. And I'm like, listen, you already have a brand. What do you talk to people about? Financial literacy. So everything that you do needs to be packaged. And we end up having a whole monetization coaching session. And that's another reason why, I decided to come on live today, because I'm like, people need to get more of this information because they're already brands. You're just not monetizing yours. But Facebook, YouTube, social media, all of these other platforms, they're monetizing. They're monetizing it. Every time you see one of your let's say your videos, and they have an ad that's underneath it, guess what? They're monetizing your content. This is time that we're spending online, being content creators, being content creators, doing this, showing up with passion. But guess what? If you are not in awareness that, hey, I really do got to take this thing serious, because it's 2025. Not only are people now merging even more into AI, they have monetization, but now the next thing we're going to see is AI, um, AI twins doing lives and videos. We're already starting to see it, but we're going to see that even more. We're going to see that even more. So this is a time. Tap into your lane. Don't go against the grain. Tap into your lane. Your knowledge, your story, your process, your mindset shift, it's somebody else's breakthrough. I'm getting ready to publish my book on Amazon. I want to say eBay, on Amazon, and I'm so excited about it because it's literally a long time coming. But what I'm really excited about is that it's my actual true story I was able to monetize. The book is called Align Wealth, and for me to be able to show up with this type of confidence, this type of conviction, it's because I was able to do these things for myself. I feel like I kind of put a lot of things on pause for years. I'm talking about birthdays, events, and I know we still have years to come where prioritizing what's most sacred, you know what I mean, to me, which is really being in true alignment. And if you feel like you're at a space where your life is completely off track, or you feel like you're at a space where you're completely thrown off, and maybe your environment, maybe your mindset, maybe it's your weight, maybe it's your career field. Sometimes you have to fully take yourself out of those situations. Isolation equals elevation, right? And when you do that, you're able to then tap into yourself and hear your inner being. You can hear God speak to you, right? So with that being said, coming out with this book, utilizing the tools that we have in the university, I was able to really speak my truth. I was able to really speak my truth. And I know it's so many other people that are going to be lifted, elevated, and they're going to be monetized just based off of my journey and my story. Because I was also, too, a full-time service provider. I've sold clothes online. I've had my own boutique, my own cleaning company. Like, I've done a lot of different things, which made me very, very diverse in the business industry. But I had to go within and listen to really what my soul was telling me. Like, what am I really here, doing? And how do I want to live? How do I want to set my kids up for success? How aligned do I want to feel when I'm stepping into my brand? Now, to some people, it may not matter. Like, I'm not saying that this works for everybody, right? You may have a field that you're just going to reinvest into the field that you're passionate about. Cool. For me, I knew that I wanted that to be my consistent life, waking up into that every single day. I mean, I'm coming from not even knowing how to create my own online store to now having an agency. Not only do we have an agency that, you know, does the branding and positions your entire funnel. We create all of that done for you, but we also focus on merch, creating merch e-commerce stores, and also too we automate the entire thing. That's amazing, since 2022 to now be in this position. So mind you, with 4 kids, and I'm so thankful for my support system. But when I tell you, the ability to be able to tap in to your inner alignment, to that monetization, to the brand that you already have, that you're carrying around. I mean, people were asking me anyway, like, they were asking me advice. I mean, they were asking me for advice. They were asking me, for these tips. And I didn't think, oh, I was a business coach, or I'm a wealth alignment strategist, or, I'm an automation expert, or I'm a certified e-commerce coach. I was just literally helping out where I could, but then I was able to put all of the pieces together. This is the reason why we have the university. I was on YouTube, mind you, I love YouTube, but at the end of the day, when you can tap into a place to have everything laid out for you, it's a game changer. Because at the end of the day, who wants to go through searching piece by piece consistently forever doing that? Like, that stuff takes years. Honestly, my stuff it didn't take off for me until I was able to invest in myself. And the biggest investment was my time. Okay? So listen to this. Some people, it says, but people won't believe it until you believe in it. Until you show up like it's real. Until you show up like it's real, until you build the brand, until there's something for them to click, connect, or buy. Just imagine going viral, having a moment where you just literally break the internet. But when they click on your link in bio, there's nothing for them. You don't have an ebook, a way to capture in their emails. You're not offering any type of freebie lead magnet course, even a checklist where people can get that value from you, because they need it. They need it. They need it. This is another reason why it's time. Even if you don't go through the university, if you don't get on Canva and start positioning yourself right now to take your brand to the next level, this is the year of completion. All of the things that you started off doing, let's wrap it up in this year so we can really reap the fruits of our labor. There comes a time when you have to go through your own modules, not just watch somebody else. You know, um, and this is the thing too. I always talk about nervous system regulation. Um, I know that a lot of people may feel like, well, it's just me, I'm overthinking it. But some people, some of us, that's why I always tell you guys to take your vitamins. Take your vitamins. I just started taking these. I was doing Garden of Life. I really like these. It's called Whole Earth and Sea. Consult with your doctor. I'm not a physician, but when I tell you they're fully organic and they absorb in your body and they really do help. They have B12 in it as well. I do take B12 supplements and B6 supplements. Um, some people may come on here and they just, they're going to pound that into you that it's something going on with you. But sometimes you could have a, nervous system that's not comfortable with really, and I know because I've been through it, with really taking off to that next level. Because when it comes down to, we're talking about zero to wealth building, online, social media, all of these people, you have to make sure that you are regulated. Even down to fasting. If you could fast, I would say definitely fast. Yeah, because it might be your nervous system. It sometimes your nervous system could be stuck in survival mode as well. You're talking to somebody. I'm gonna give you an example. You could be talking to somebody, they're like, yeah, I want to, I want to build, I want to succeed, I want to do all of these things. But then they start complaining about their situation. They start complaining about, not being able to, have funds and allocate, funds and do all of these things. Well, we can't serve two masters. We can't have fear and faith. And I had to do this work internally as well, because I didn't come up from, just people around me that were business owners. I didn't come up from that 24/7, right? So I was definitely blessed. But the biggest thing I'm going to say is when you look at your story, it's going to feed into how you react as an adult from a child. You get what I'm saying? So when you focus more so on, okay, let me not try to combine the two. Let me switch this in my mind. This may look like it's a fear, but it also could be an opportunity. And I think it was Grant Cardone actually that said that in one of his books, that fear has the same energy as excitement. And I'm like, whoa, that makes sense. Because for me, I'm more of an introvert. I really don't care too much about going live and showing up on the camera in that way. But it's not, it's bigger than me. So I show up and I do my trainings and I come on live because it's bigger than me. It's people out here that are going to be greatly impacted by my story and my testimony. So when we think about, what else could be a blockage for us, it could also too be you needing to reprogram yourself. I've been looking also into a lot of neuroscience things, right? So it says here for neuroscience reprogramming, your brain, hold on, give me 1 second. I just clicked it off. I'm like, this is dope. When I tell you it's a journey learning this stuff, it's a journey learning this stuff. Like you have to, and then taking it serious and really implementing it is a whole nother ball game. A whole nother ball game. Because our brains are wired, and I didn't know this. Our brains are wired for survival to the point to where when you try to start taking the courses serious and you get inside the university and modules, and you may be a person that's like clicking on it but not actually going through it, it could literally be your brain blocking you from moving forward, and we have to trick that. Hold on. We have to trick that. It's so crazy. That's why they said the biggest enemy can be your inner me. Okay, here we go. This is deep. Your brain is wired to keep you safe, not successful. So when it senses expansion, it triggers fear. That's why you procrastinate. That's why you keep restarting your brand every 60 days. I listen, all of this stuff. That's why you're overthinking content. And when you need, oh, wait. That's why you're overthinking content when all you need is consistency. You're not lazy, you're drained, your brain is overstimulated and overwhelmed. And some of y'all are trying to launch your legacy. That's deep, right? When you guys get a chance, check out this book. I'm gonna drop it in the comments. It's by Joe Dispenza, Becoming Supernatural, and it's all backed by neuroscience. It's like we're in these bodies, we're trying to build these massive empires in these brands, and we're tapping in. You may be a member right now inside of the university, right? And you have all of these modules and everything, but you're not doing anything. Sometimes you're not doing anything because of the underlying issues. But I'm here to remind you that this is your main character season. This is your main character year. It's time to get off autopilot and it's time to tap into all of the abundance that God has placed for you, because abundance is your birthright. Anytime I feel like I'm going off track, I have to tap back into that abundance is my birthright. And what's so powerful about this mission, everything that I've talked to you guys about today, is that everything that I've talked to you about, I've done step by step myself. And it's been a hell of a journey, definitely a wonderful journey. So this right here, I'm going to drop the link to the free webinar inside of the chat as well. If you are not a part of the university and you want to learn more about becoming a member, right now our university is closed, but we definitely welcome you to join us when it's open. Inside of the university, we're going to have so many different options and opportunities for you to scale and monetize your brand. Make sure you guys check out the full blueprint. You're going to also get some freebies and access to one of our exclusive webinars that we did here live. So, and that's worth a little bit over $150 in value. So I'm going to drop that link for you as well. And then I'm going to show you what the back office looks like, because this is what you're going to get. As a member, our members get access to digital products, development and market research, master affiliate marketing vault, master faceless marketing vault. And I've been doing more faceless marketing. At first, I was kind of like, I don't know if faceless marketing is for me, but honestly, faceless marketing is dope. Like, you don't always have to show your face. You don't always have to show your face to scale. Manifestation and affirmations with Coach Daza. Print on demand drop shipping. Launch your own store. So in this package, we're going to have mock-ups. We're going to have a lot of stuff to help you really scale your e-commerce business. We're going to have our 7-figure sales mastery with none other than Coach Byron Gatsby. I am so happy that we partnered with launching this university together. Coach Byron Gatsby is a 7-figure earner. He's built multiple businesses, $1 million businesses from the ground up. So you're going to learn exactly what he taught me and so many thousands of others nationwide inside of this exclusive sales training. We're going to also be going over mastering the fundamentals. Now, mind you, this stuff is self-paced, so you do not have to go over it with us. Our upcoming trainings, they're going to be bi-weekly, right? So we're going to be diving into each of these concepts, but you can still go throughout this entire course on your own. Mastering the fundamentals. This is basically an entire business hub, right? So you're going to have access to that as long as you're a member with us. Setting up your store, link in bio. So mind you, like I said, it's people right now that are on the verge of going viral, going viral. Like they're killing it with the content. They're showing up intentionally. They're doing all of the work, but they don't have anything in their link in bio. They don't have a link at all on their page. They don't have any type of product that is going to help service their community. So it's really doing them a disjustice by showing up, going hard with content, but not having anything in the back end to offer their community. We're going to also be going over um, PLR ready to sell ebooks. So inside of the university, you're going to get access to over 7,000 ready to sell ebooks. Now, I know a lot of people that take those ebooks, they drop them in their link in bio, boom, they start just, running ads to it or marketing, having affiliates promoting them, and they take off. That's great. If you're looking to build your brand long term and you don't want to just be something that, or somebody that's doing all of those one hits, right? Meaning like you're promoting it, but then again, it doesn't resonate with your brand because that's going to cause a disconnect. I recommend that you find something that aligns with your brand. So if you're in the wealth and fitness industry, find a wealth and fitness ebook. If you are in the beauty industry, find something that is beauty related, checklists, etc. That way it's in alignment with your brand. So it makes sense, and it's helping you build that long-term authority in your brand as well. We're going to have AI training. We got Chat GPT and Mid Journey prompts for you guys, where this basically the AI itself will turn into a business coach for you. So that's how dope it is. It's amazing. I use Chat GPT every day, guys. And then we're going to have the create your own course vault. So that is the last thing that we have right now currently in our university, but I did want to go over that with you guys because like I said, this is your year. Get the free webinar, check it out, let me know how you like it. And yeah, it's just time to get to it. It's time to get to it. It's time to position yourself. We've been talking to you guys about monetization for years now, and when I tell you the AI, everything is taken off. The university, we got 143 people inside of our community, and we're not slowing down. We started off at 0. So make sure you guys get a part of a community that's growing, that's thriving, and also too that's moving with the future in mind, because you do not want to be left behind. This is your year of completion. I don't care if you have children, baby. I got 4 kids. You might hear them in the background sometimes. I don't care if you don't know anything like ideas starting from scratch. You're going to, as long as you're exposed, you're going to be able to get this information, but we can't not do the work for you. So make sure that you are taking this serious, whether you got to take your vitamins, whether you got to go for a 30-minute walk, whether you got to say, affirmations to yourself, which we have inside the university, that you are the main character of your life, of your story, of your mission. And what you know, the knowledge that you have is going to help and save so many people from going through all of the frustrations and the things that you've gone through. So when you really start putting your people in front and you really want to serve, like me, I'm an introvert, I'm here live. When you really put your people in front and you really genuinely want to serve, and that's on your heart, we have the tools for you. We have the things for you to help you take off and go to that next level. Make sure you guys stay in touch and don't be a stranger. If you're watching this afterwards, hashtag replay. Let me know where you're watching this from as well. And we would love to connect with you. Talk to you soon.